Lesson 1. IPO cycle of computer. You will learn about IPO cycle in daily life, general examples of IPO, CPU, mouse and its types, printer and its types. Do you remember what is a computer? Let us first recall that. A computer is a machine, in fact, an electronic machine that cannot work on its own. So, how does a computer work? A computer performs 3 simple steps to perform its work, or you can say that a computer follows IPO: input, process, output cycle. Brain dose. The first PC called the IBM PC was made by the company called IBM in 1981. Input, process, output cycle. As the name suggests, IPO cycle is the input and output after processing the data. A computer follows the IPO cycle by taking the input, processes it, and provides you the output. Input, process, output, storage. When you work on your computer, you give input to your computer. Computer then processes it and provides the desired output. Sometimes, the output given by computer may work as input for computer in another process. You can see in the diagram of IPO cycle that there is two-sided relationship between process and storage. A computer can keep some information on storage, or else it can access some previously stored information. What is input? Input is the collection of data or instructions entered into the computer with the help of input device like mouse, keyboard, scanner, etc. Any type of data like number, letters, images, or commands given to the computer are referred to as input. What is process? Process is interpretation of data according to the instructions given by you. Process in computer is carried out by processing device or computer, which is CPU. What is output? Output is the result given by computer after doing processing. Output is provided to you with the help of output devices like monitor, printer, speakers, etc. The computer output can be in form of words or pictures which can be displayed on screen or can be printed on paper. Thus, it is clear that to get output, you first need to give input and then input is processed to get the desired result, which is output. IPO cycle in daily lives. Some daily examples of IPO cycle. Your mother wants to wash your dirty clothes in washing machine. So, the IPO cycle will be: input, the dirty clothes which had to be washed are all inputs. Process, the washing machine now performs its action by washing the clothes. Output, the washed clothes are the outputs which are now very clean to be worn. Using calculators at homes. Input, the numbers entered in the calculator are referred to as input. Example, 10 plus 5. Process, the calculator performs the processing on the input. Output, the result displayed on the screen is output. Example, 15. Brain dose, the speed that a CPU works at is measured in Hz, Hz. Central processing unit, the processing device. Information received from the input devices is processed by the CPU. The work of CPU is to process instructions, perform calculations, and to take care of the flow of information in a computer system. Not only input devices communicate with CPU, but also the output and storage devices do the same to carry out their tasks. In humans, brain controls the body, likewise CPU controls the computer, and thus CPU is called the brain of computer. The CPU is divided into 3 functional units based on the work they do. These are 1. Control unit, CU. 2. Arithmetic and logic unit ALU. 3. Memory unit or primary memory unit MU. Control unit CU. All computer operations are controlled by the control unit. It directs the flow of traffic, operations, and data. Basically, it controls all activities inside the machine. 2. Arithmetic and logical unit ALU. The ALU performs mathematical, logical, and decision-making operations inside a computer. After the ALU processed the information, it is given to the computer memory. 3. Memory unit MU. It is the storage device of computer, but it holds only those data and instructions on which the computer is currently working. It has limited storage capacity. In this unit, the data gets lost if power is switched off. Input-output devices. In your last class, you have learned about many input and output devices. Let us now study about types of computer mouse and printer. Computer mouse. A mouse is an input device which is used to select text, icons, files, and folders on your computer. A mouse is always placed on a mouse pad. As you move the mouse, you can see a small arrow moving on the computer monitor screen. This arrow is known as pointer. Pointer is used to point at things on screen. Therefore, mouse is also known as pointing device. There are basically 3 types of mouse. 1. Trackball or mechanical mouse. These are old technology mouse that have mechanical movement of ball inside at the base of mouse. The ball moves as you move the mouse, which also moves the pointer on screen. 2. Optical mouse. These types of mouse are being used nowadays as they have a light and sensor at the base of mouse in place of trackball. As you move the mouse, light tingles and this also moves the pointer on screen. 3. Wireless optical mouse. These types of mouse are similar to optical mouse except that when you use this mouse, they have no issues of wire tangle as they move without using wires freely. Printer. A printer is an output device which is used to print text or pictures from computer screen onto paper. The printout received by the printer is known as hard copy. 1. Inkjet printer. These printers are a popular choice of home users and used for printing high-quality documents both in colored and black and white form. It works by spraying ink from ink cartridges onto the paper. 2. Laser printing. This type of printer uses a beam of laser light to print images or text on paper. They work fast in comparison to inkjet printers, but they are very costly and are not ideal for home users. Quick recap. A computer is a machine which cannot work on its own. A computer works by following 3 simple steps, which are together called as IPO cycle. The instruction or data given to the computer is called input. Process is interpretation of data according to the instructions provided by user. Output is the result provided by computer after doing processing. IPO cycle is used in each and every task we do in our lives. Like our brain controls the body, CPU controls the computer. Control unit is used to control the operations of computer. ALU is used for performing mathematical and logical operations. Memory unit is the storage device of computer. A mouse is an input device used to select images, files, etc. on computer screen. 3 types of mouse are commonly found: trackball, optical, and wireless optical mouse. A printer is an output device which used to print images on paper. 2 most commonly used printers are inkjet and laser printers.